I'm always game when it comes to small teams putting something creative together with whatever budget they have. However, in some cases I think the price should be considered when it comes to getting these titles to as many players as possible. With the Switch release of Forward to the Sky, we get what I feel is one of the most lackluster gaming experiences that I have played in a while. Sadly, at almost the price of a AAA game, I'm thankful that I'm one of the few that had to endure it.
Light from the crystals is radiating inside the statue. Break it open and collect some crystals.
Forward to the Sky doesn't waste any time. The introduction to the story is actually the introduction to gameplay, with text on the screen and no flair at all. After these screens of texts, you're on a hot air balloon to the first stage. There are 8 levels that each feature different platforming challenges. Sadly, as a platformer, the game fails due to the floaty controls and haphazard jumping mechanics. After a while, you will learn how to fight against the controls, but more often than not, the game will throw something else at you that you'll have to compensate for. Instead of the story playing out before and after the stages, the narrative happens during gameplay. We get to hear the protagonist's princess threaten a witch who resides at the top of a tower. However, it's discovered that there's more to this witch than the princess has been led to believe. Their dialogue has English audio in this version, which helps the flow of the interactions, but sometimes the characters sound like they're having 2 different conversations completely. Before you know it, the game will be over, and you'll be wondering why you just spent $48.99 on such a short experience. The replayability ultimately comes in secrets found within the stages. However, it's good to know that the difficulty is only measured by a timer. The easy mode doesn't have this timer, so if you're looking for secrets, I'd just go through the game on this mode and then breeze through the puzzles on normal difficulty in record time. These secrets lead to crystals that unlock gallery images. These have been updated for this release, but it's also possible to see the old images as well. This is where you can piece together more of the witch's story, but it's going to take a lot of investment to actually care. The secrets aren't terribly hard to find, but they do add a layer of challenge to the stage. Each stage introduces a new puzzle mechanic, and rarely are they repeated in another stage. Most of the time you'll be moving objects or navigating maze-like sections as you make your way back to your hot air balloon. Some stages are concise, where the time is only padded because you keep falling to your death. There are no real consequences here though, as you'll just have to restart from a checkpoint. Enemies in the game can be taken out by spamming the attack button, which gets old fast. Something to spice up this combat would have been great, like leveling up her skills to add some finishers or anything besides what is offered. The dodge is also such a pain to execute due to a delay in the action. There are boss battles here, but these are more like endurance rounds to land as many hits as possible as the enemy throws some unfair attack patterns your way. The problem is that there's just no real rhythm in these battles. One boss expects you to jump over ground pounds, but their placement just causes you to get hit by the follow-up attack no matter how or when you jump. Graphically, I honestly don't know. Forward to the Sky pulls off the cute protagonist, semi-detailed level design, and nice illustrations, but it's all at a very indie level. On Steam, the game can be purchased for $7.99, which I feel is a reasonable price for the product. However, even with the additional modes and voiceover, the Switch version just doesn't add up to the inflated price of this release. This only limits the number of people who will experience the game in the end, which is sad because the game does have some interesting ideas. Forward to the Sky on Nintendo Switch is not worth the price of admission. It's almost comically bad and requires a lot more refinement than the Switch release provided. Everything is just dull, from the story to the platforming and combat. I don't think I was ever really having fun. The moments of challenge in the platforming piqued my competitive nature, but it was only due to the game's unresponsive controls and unpredictable camera angles. If you're trying to play Forward to the Sky, just pick up the PC version. Noisy Pixel is giving Forward to the Sky a 4 out of 10. Thank you for watching. Please read the full review at noisypixel.net. Noisy Pixel is run by a group of gamers who work hard to deliver news, reviews, previews, and more. Please subscribe to keep up with all our future content.